So Wild Hearts has released this week, and there isn't a new game releasing nowadays without there being some kind of issues at launch. We know there's a bunch of people enjoying the game regardless of the issues, but Wild Hearts does have a big problem with performance, especially on the PC version, which is struggling to hit the frame rate that players are expecting, even on some really strong hardware PCs. You can see this reflected in the Steam reviews for the game, which currently is on mostly negative, which is quite a shame because a lot of reviews for the game on gaming websites have said that the gameplay is a very good attempt to breach into the Monster Hunter format. There is some good news, however. The developers have given us an update on a possible fix for the performance issues that Wild Hearts is facing, so let's go through all of the details. But before we do, I want to know what the game is that you've played during your gaming career that has had the worst performance ever. Call them out in the comments down below. And if you find this video helpful, make sure to show support by clicking like down below and subscribing so you don't miss out on the next one. In a post on the Wild Hearts Reddit, one of the developers dropped some details on an upcoming patch that will be landing next week, which should remedy a lot of the CPU bottleneck issues that has been causing some of the performance problems for a majority of players. The post says, a CPU threading issue has been fixed and we're seeing significantly improved performance on high-end PCs. It will be interesting to see, however, just how much the performance will have been improved, as currently I do not dare take the game off of the locked 60 FPS within the menu, as the one time I did, my game crashed. For those of you which use AMD hardware, there seems to be a fix coming for an artifacting issue, as they have said AMD Radeon RX 7900 XTX Visual Artifacts Fix also added the option to turn off reflections in the setting menu. They also highlighted that the game was booting up in a high resolution setting, causing some PCs to struggle, so they have changed the default resolution to 1080p, and here is what they say about this fix. The default resolution when launching the game for the first time will now be 1080p. We discovered that many users were running a higher resolution than the recommended specs can safely support. We're adjusting the recommended spec guidance online and will continue to optimize in this area. If you're running the game comfortably at higher resolutions, you can continue to do so and select alternative resolutions from the setting menu. One of the biggest issues that people have been encountering a lot is a loss of sound in-game. And while this won't be addressed in this current upcoming patch, the developers have acknowledged it, and it will be fixed in a later patch. All in all, it's good news that a patch is coming for Wild Hearts to fix a few of these issues, but it's also super disappointing that these glaring issues aren't fixed before launch, as the core game is very fun, and honestly, this will put a lot of people off from playing the game. As stated by many others, it will be quite interesting to see just how much of these performance issues are fixed in the next patch, as the game has already been developed over 5 years, so fixing them in 1 week with a magical patch is somewhat doubtful. But more surprising things have happened in gaming, so we're going to remain hopeful. If you have played Wild Hearts on PC though, tell us what hardware you're running it on in the comments down below, and what type of frames you were actually getting. We'd love to see how it's working for you. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely click like to show support, and subscribe because we've got plenty more planned for you guys. And the 2 videos on screen now we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but the 2 videos on screen now we think you'll really enjoy. And tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.